What's up, Henry? How we doing tonight, man? A little bit later than normal, but wife and I were watching watching our TV show together. So when she fell asleep, I was like, I may as well do a live stream. I wasn't quite ready for bed yet. Thankful not to see the Chelsea kit again. Yeah, not after today's performance, that's for sure, man. Drawing against Sheffield. Yeah, we got some Sunday. I wish I could call this like Sunday Night Football, but I feel like that would piss off like two different continents. Mac Air, we were watching Prison Break. We've seen it a bunch of times. It's like there's not many shows that we agree on. And Prison Break has kind of been one of those, like Breaking Bad, where we can just kind of go back and rewatch it when we feel like. And it's definitely been a while since we watched Prison Break. So I did want to run the bot compare for my opponent. I feel like I didn't get a chance to run that. So let's go down here. Yeah, make sure you guys like the stream. Hopefully that button should be right there. I actually feel bad. I'm like such a horrible YouTube content creator. I didn't realize that like when I'd be watching on my TV, I just had to like click up on the remote and then get that option to like hit the like to be able to hit the like button. All right, so I think we have pretty similar rosters. He does have a much better he does have Keller and Beck, which is a scary thought. The Keller and Beck is scary. He's got more level 9s. I've got a few more relics. He's got better speed on his mods. But offense percent, I definitely have a substantial advantage. Let me share what I'm looking at here. I think it's the hot utils compare. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so it's really, really good player. A little bit less GP than me, which is surprising. I do have I'd say 9 Omicrons is a significant advantage, as well as 24 extra Zetas. But really good mods. Very, very good mods. A lot of the plus 25. I'd say the one area where I'm doing really well is the 6-stop mods here. And also my offense percent kind of always come out to play a little bit. Relic analysis, overall, I mean, it's like tit for tat. I mean, we're not really too different there. Datacrons, he's got more overall Datacrons, but I did manage more rerolls, so I'm not sure what that's worth. And then from a GL perspective, both of our rays are pretty similar, but I have more health and more offense. Our offense numbers are almost the same, but I've got significantly more health. He's got more health and speed on his Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but I've got significantly more offense. JMK, he's got more offense. I've got more health. Sith Eternal, he's just got significantly more speed. JML, more protection and speed. A little bit less offense, which isn't that crazy. Lord Vader, so his Lord Vader, very interesting. A lot of offense, not so much health and protection. Jabba, I mean, we're similar. And then down here, all these characters, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you pick one or the other, it doesn't matter. A lot of times it doesn't matter what way you mod them. But the compare overall is pretty, like, he's pretty solid. I don't know. I don't know that I agree with the offense modding for Lord Vader, but maybe with the current Datacron, it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, and then where he's got a really good advantage on me. Which, if you guys don't remember, this guy was actually in my he was in my like stream the other night, so he was watching. But he does have Keller and Beck and the Datacron for Keller and Beck, which is kind of the scariest thing I'm seeing right now. It's definitely scary. So we're gonna have to do some work here. We definitely have some work to do. Did I see his Leia? I don't know that I paid over. Yeah, his Leia's got a lot of protection, a lot of speed. So he did start attacking already. He's done a few attacks. So up here on the north wall, he dropped a battle against Jabba and then cleared him the second time. And then one-shot the clone team there. Then over here on the back wall, there was a drop against the Rey BB-8 Holdo team here, which I've just kind of been throwing this down, and like obviously this time it did exactly what I want it to. And then still left these teams here. But then where I think he ran into a lot of trouble was on this front wall. So there was a drop against Dark Trooper Moff Gideon and a drop against Leia. There was also 2 drops against Rey, and then a drop against Lord Vader. So dropped a bunch of battles on the front wall here, and then against Jabba and the Rey team. So we definitely have some wiggle room to play with here. But he did set a very, like this is a strong defense. So we've got Traya, Savage, Nihilus up here. Beskar, Mando, Datacron. So this is definitely isn't one that I want to mess around with there. Hux team, we've got the clone team here, Iden, Versio. The one thing here, Iden, this does not have the Omicron or Doubt, so like this might just be Wampa for 58 banners. You know, we might just take Wampa there. And then on the south wall here, Jivax, what's going on, man? We have I'd say this is the scariest team on the front 2 walls. So Keller and Beck with 57% offense. That's just an absurd. I almost wonder if this would be better on like a Jedi Master Kenobi than, because I think Keller and Beck would like the protection more. But it's still just a dangerous, dangerous Datacron. And we have the Lord Vader team down here. I might just use Kenobi here and call it good. Then we've got the Resistance team with Finn's Datacron, which is the first time I've had to fight the Finn one, so we'll figure something out there. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. So we've got teams to deal with that. And then finally, Trench down here. We're going to give Trench the respect. This is a very good Datacron, 53% health for Trench, so we've got to take this seriously. That's again another solid Datacron there. So definitely have some plays to work with here. So I'm trying to think of where I want to start. I feel like we're gonna start up top here. I feel like I want to do against the Iden team maybe, or do I just start down here? We're going to I think we'll start with what I'd consider the scariest battle here, guys. We're going to start with that. So, without further ado, let's get into the Grand Arena. Had to throw that intro in there at some point, so I thought that was the perfect opportunity. So let's go here. And let's grab our Inquisitorius. And I want this one. So I just want to think about, because they start with Foresight. Trying to think if I just use the... I gotta think of what I want to do here. Do I start with the ability block and then go torture, or do I go torture then ability block? Now we're gonna have to figure that out. All right, I guess just go. Let's do this. Okay, we landed the ability block. All right, we have to attack Mace. Okay, there we go. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's good. Thank you. All right, we'll take that. We'll take 56 banners. I was expecting that to be a lot harder. Expecting that's a good. I'm okay with that. I was looking at using Sith Eternal there, so that's we'll take that all day long. Okay. Question is, do I want to use Mandalorians here or Starkiller? Resistance allies can't be defeated until each ally that had 100% health at the start of battle has fallen below 100% at least once. That makes me think... This makes me think I use Starkiller. Let me see. Let's just check swago.gg to see here, because I'm not entirely confident on that. I can't check the whole, like, I don't have the version that lets me check, like, the Datacron, but... So Starkiller's got a good win rate. I saw Arnold use his Sidious against this and win. I'm not going to be trying that. That's not one I'm willing to gamble with. Yeah, I feel like Starkiller is the safest option for me. Because, like, I need everybody to fall below 100%, and I feel like I can most easily do that with Starkiller. Like, I think that's the... Between the shock and everything else, I feel like that's the play. So we do this, this, and... Ooh, I guess the only question is, if I do... Okay, if I do this, and there's Rey on the back wall... If I do this on the back wall, I need to... I guess I have to use Leia there. I don't hate that idea. Because I did use, the last time I faced a Rey, I did use, Yeah, against Rey, I used Starkiller with Malicos, and that worked well. Might just have to risk that. I'll have to wait and see. But I feel like I need to get to the back wall first. Because the problem, I think my fear with Maul is that Zori's going to start under stealth and I won't be able to get to her. My fear is not being able to get to Zori. It's not that Sidious... So, I don't trust my Darth Sidious against this one. I don't know that my Darth Sidious beats this. And I'd rather use Sid on a team I know I can beat. Because I feel like my Sidious Datacron is not... I don't know that that's good enough. What do we think here? I just don't know that I want to waste Sidious here. I don't want to say waste Sidious. I don't know that I want to use Sidious here. It's just if Rey is on this back wall, that's what's scaring me. Just if Rey is on the back wall, that's my only hesitation with Starkiller there. You guys think Sidious? I guess they can't assist. All right, we're gonna try it. We'll try it. I'm putting my faith, Wombat. I'm putting my faith in you. I'm putting my faith. This is on Wombat. Okay. It's the exposes, man. And that. What am I telling you guys? Did I bring the wrong Datacron? No, I brought the right Datacron. Well, there goes Darth Sidious. Good job. And now I've got a preloaded Zori team. Yeah. Guys, come on now. This is why you don't listen to other people. Should have just done this from the start. Okay. Gosh, dang it, man. Oh my god. Son of a... Gosh! Oh, this is gonna go south, man. And this is why I don't listen. This is why you don't listen to people, guys. This is why you don't... Now I have to find a whole... Like, that is 2 things I cannot afford to drop. You can't afford... I cannot afford to drop fights like that. Yeah, this is... Oh, that was a misplay on my part, too. Come on, let's get through this team. Oh my gosh! Why? Oh my gosh. This is not going well at all. Come on. The doubt man is just brutal. Can I kill him? Thank you. Oh, God. Now I don't know even how to kill that Zori team. I don't... Like, a preloaded Zori team? That's not an easy thing to kill. Oh my gosh. Can't afford to waste... I can't afford to use GLs here either. That's the problem. Like, there's no way this guy's back wall is a bad thing, but that is 2 teams I can... I'm just kicking myself over that, man. Like, is this what I'm left to? Is this, like, do we think this works? Like, is this where I'm at? I think maybe I just do this and call it good. Who do I replace? If I bring Scion, who do I replace? Take out Nihilus, I won't need him. Alright, Wombat, you can I will allow you to redeem yourself if this works. I think I want to bring Doubt, just in case. I'm bringing Doubt. I'm not... Oh, God. I don't like this at all. Just do you. It doesn't matter. Okay, there goes Zori. Zori hit her threshold. There we go. Okay, there goes Zori. Alright. Alright. What a frickin' battle, man. Oh, we made this way harder on ourselves than necessary. This is just insane. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Wombat. What's gonna work against Trench here? Maul Mandos, maybe? Do I use Maul Mandos here? Because I feel like I have to use... I feel like I have to use JMK here. Like, it's either Jedi Master Kenobi or Bane. And of those two, I feel like I'd rather use Kenobi. Because I can use Bane for Leia if there's Leia on the back wall. My fear is that there's a bunch of Galactic Legends on the back wall. No, Fennec won't work. The Doubtcron will shut Fennec down. And 35% deflection will also shut her down. Well, I have accuracy, but the Doubtcron shuts her down anyway, especially with how fast. Thrawn being 322 means he's fast. I gotta think through. I gotta think through these walls too. Basically need a GL there. Yeah, oh, no Zeta on Thrawn. Doesn't matter about the fracture though. All right. Okay. Just delete you. Yes, we are scared of Trench with Trench Kron. Gosh! Put some respect on Admiral Trench's name, man. The Trench with Trench Kron is a scary, scary team to deal with. I hate this. There we go. All right, we got Fracture out. Okay, he's out. Let's wait for him to hit ultimate. There we go. All right. All right, let's see how bad of a mistake that front wall was. There's Leia, there's Jabba, and Rey. Great. So, okay, here's my dilemma. What do I use against Rey? And I still need to get through the front wall, too. I don't like Jabba here, but worst comes to worst, we can, like, Sith Eternal the ads and then worry about Jabba later. Because I feel like... Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Holdocron stops Malicos, right? Or does Holdocron not stop Malicos? I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Yeah, this is where I could have used Starkiller, because against this variant, yeah, against this variant, there's a 13% chance of winning with Seer, KRU, and Malicos. If I Bane Rey, then I've got Leia for Leia, but then I need a... Jabba has to use, like, SLKR, which can be dicey. So I feel like Bane on Leia has to be the play. Very fast Chrysantin. Leia's win rate versus Holdocron is 75, 76%. I really should have maybe thought about using, like, SLKR against that Lord Vader, but I don't know. Ugh. Gosh. It's the back wall that... If I... So... I could do Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with 2 tanks. I could use Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Malicos, and Kylo Ren Unmasked here. I could use Malicos there, and then that saves Bane for Jabba and Leia for Rey, or vice versa. Because I could probably use... So Jabba, it would take a little bit to eat Bane. It would definitely take a little bit to eat Bane. Yeah, it's more so just trying to figure out the Rey team. If I use Leia here, Bane here, then I have to use Supreme Leader Kylo Ren here. Or I use SLKR Malicos here, Leia here, and then can use Bane on Jabba. Oh, which one do I trust more? Supreme Leader Kylo Ren versus Leia or versus Jabba? Gosh, yeah. I probably Leia, because I was pulling that off against the Drogon Kron. And I don't think Supreme Leader Kylo Ren had a good Datacron back then. But that's with Malicos. Like, I gotta use Malicos for that. Up here, I could use, you know, what, like 2 tanks or something. I mean, I should say this. I haven't used my Relic 8 Kylo against against Jabba yet. So that is one thing I haven't been able to do, is use it against Jabba. Yeah, so I guess here's my thought, right? And I just thinking out loud. I need a failsafe in case something goes wrong. I guess, I don't know. I feel like Leia beats this. I feel like I can beat that with Leia. Famous last words, I know. I want to use, you know what? I'm going to use Bane. I feel like using Bane here is, or do I do the, wait, do I not have Leia? I don't have Leia on offense. Did I set Leia on defense? I set Leia on defense this time. Crap. I completely forgot I set Leia on defense. Oh, I'm a complete moron. I completely forgot I set Leia on defense. Oh my gosh, this just got way more complex. Oh my gosh, I completely fumbled that I forgot I've been setting Leia on defense. I've got Luke, I've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and I've got Sith Eternal. That frickin' Zori battle gonna be the end of me. JML kills Leia? No way. I'm seeing horrible win rates against that. I was seeing horrible win rates. Maybe it's just not updated yet. This is a lot more problem. I completely forgot I didn't change my defense for this round. I completely didn't change my defense. So now we're in a, so this is real problematic now. I completely forgot I didn't change my defense. I would not have, oh my god. That stupid freaking Zuri battle. And he's got Trey. Yeah, trust me, the Treya up top is still on my mind. No, it's not just about. I mean, this has a chance. This does have a chance. The problem is I need to kill the Jabba, the Leia, and then Treya up top too. All right, you know what? I want to try. You know what? Because I don't know where else am I going to use Seer. Where else am I going to use Seer? Gosh, I don't know what to do. That stupid freaking Zori battle, man. Guys, it's not Leia. We're not worried about Leia right now. Like it's Rey that is causing me the most problems. So who am I siphoning health away from here? Am I siphoning health away from Holdo or Ben? Okay. Siphon on Ben. Alright. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, Holdo's dead. Okay. Alright, so now comes the real dilemma here. I guess let's start down here, because this is the only thing I have left for here. So we've got to use you. That's Kiting Mundi. I like this one for... I like the, I like this one for JML because it'll give me extra protection. And it's got the 100% offense bonus there. So, like, I can just use the Kiting Mundi one for a general offense boost. stun Drogon finally. Stun you too. Oh gosh, that's not good. I feel like I need to hit this now. Okay, there goes Drogon. Good. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I hate that fight. Okay, nobody can use this yet. Okay, there goes one. Can I get some turn meter? Okay, kill you. This is not good. There goes Jabba. All right. All right, just auto this now. Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go. Oh my god. Alright. I need a soda. I need a soda. Alright, we're still not out of the woods yet. We are still not out of the woods yet. We still have this whole wall to take care of, but we've got some options. We've got some plays to make. So, alright, what do I want to use here? I guess Sith Eternal has to go there, so that's fine. So what do I use down here? What do I want to use against that Mando team? Okay, so there's like everything that I don't have right now. I wonder if Imperial... Does Paz has his Zeta, so he's gonna... Does he start with yeah, so he gains that taunt at the start, which is not ideal. Alright, so we still have some scary... I'm like... I don't want to say I'm getting ahead of myself. I just got to think through what I want to use to beat everything. Because we also have this team here, which is also not a fun team to beat. Man, look at that. It's hilarious. It is... I love... You know what I love? Like, this... I actually want to say this. I mean, I know I lost Darth Sidious to that Zori team, But even, like, looking against this Captain Rex team, like, Sidious can't win here because Rex will annihilate him. Like, in a way, like, I don't want to say that Kron is, like, balanced, because it's still absurd, like, some of the stuff you can do with it. But it is nice to see that there's still some limits to how far Capital Games will actually let you have a quote-unquote auto-win team. That there is still a boundary, however small it is. I wonder if Seer could work here. Like, I know I don't have Malicos, but do we think Seer could work here? Seer, like, Fulcrum, and, like, I don't know if that could work. With, like, 9th. Soda always tastes amazing. It's just so good when it hits your lips. Protection up, okay. Gosh, the Beskar Armor Mando team does scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Especially because... Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Do I use this? I've got my own. I just realized I forgot about this. I do have my own. Yeah, we're doing this. I'm doing it. I'll deal with the consequences later. Just do this. Oh, let's go! Oh, what you love to see it. We'll take that. We'll take it. I will take that, man. Whoa, let's... Yes! Alright. I was worried about that team. I was very, very worried about that team. Let's go. Alright. So now we're just going to play it safe. Whew, man. I love that Watt just, like, dies from sadness in this fight. He, like, just double crushed my cooldowns. Just keep doing this. That's all we need to do. Just keep... Yep. This is, I mean, I know that this is like a, oh yeah, like this is a counter, but like, this is just the way that this works. Like, you just want to hit Savage as much as possible, because then he just, like, feeds your ultimate so much faster. I'm curious, I think Nihilus, I feel like he might have gotten his Annihilate off next play, but alas we move. Is there a non-GL counter to Treya? I'm sure you could probably do something. I mean, seems like, let's see here. So, like, a mirror match can work. Bo-Katan Mandalore, maybe. There's not a lot. Reva has a solid win rate. Like, there's some things that have okay win rates, but I would not say that there is a, like, perfect counter to it. I think one of the best ones I'm seeing, at least on swago.gg, is using Treya, Malik, and Nihilus, which makes a lot of sense of throwing Malik and Nihilus in there. Man, that was good. All right, we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna give our king a layup here. No Omicron Iden, no doubt. All right, buddy. Yep, just get our protection up. Okay, let's take some turns now. I'd be nervous if Dr. Afra's win rate was doctored by her Datacron. That's the only thing I'd be nervous about. Man, it is nice when you can land days on this team. Let's go, our king. That is our king right there, man. Kings do king things. I love Wampa so much, and this is a perfect time, guys. Listen, I'm throwing it in here. I don't care if I have horrible transitions. This is the way we work on this channel. Let's give Wampa just a nice little intro for himself. Let's go. Freaking love that character, man. Since day one. To this day. To this day. Alright. Still some work, but nothing, so I think here, I think this has a pretty solid win rate. Extra protection and offense, resisting debuffs. I don't know, we'll try it. Okay, good. Fives is out. That's solid. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Gotta kill you. That's... yeah, this is not ideal. Let's actually do this too. Yeah. I want to double increase your cooldowns. Alright, that worked. That worked. Whew. Alright, it worked. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. That was a good, I feel like that's, yeah. I'm okay with that. Alright, I don't want to try anything, like, super cute. But I do feel like this has a solid win rate here. I don't know. What's their Datacron do? Protection up. Okay. I mean, let's go for it. Worst comes to, I've got other teams, but I'm trying not to drop. Okay. Let's just do this. Keep going. Yep, just hit that dude. Okay, hit Hux actually. Okay, this stupid guy's almost dead. Thank you. Okay, with him dead, I'm okay with this now. I don't know if that's actually the order you go in, but that's the one I was the most comfortable doing. Yep, just take that from you. All right. That's, yep. All right, there we go. We opened up ships. There's Leviathan, Negotiator, and the Malevolence. Okay. Ooh, Marauder. Only a 6-star Marauder. Honestly, not gonna lie, I don't hate that because it still makes it slower than Jedi Knight Anakin's ship. Like, I have to take mods off of my Bad Batch. Or not take mods, but I cannot have enough of them to have 6-stop mods right now because I'm not comfortable with Marauder being faster than Jedi Knight Anakin right now. I should definitely change that up. Like, I need to, like, it's 2024. I just need to, like, get better at this game. But, yeah, I'm still kind of hesitant there. All right, and then, what do we do here? Just push turn meter. Yep. And then boom. There we go. 57. Take that. Every day of the week. All right. Now we got this Tusken team. No Omicrons. I feel like I just do. Do I do Leia? They don't have Omicrons, but they still are. I mean, it's still a, like, decent enough team that you can't, like. Yeah, I feel like I gotta try Leia. Will this work? I'm trying to think. Like, I know if I search, this is like the one problem. I know if I search counters, it's all going to be stuff that has like the Omicron. Like, oh yeah, General Skywalker works. I'm gonna try these guys. And if they don't work, then we'll pick something else. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. All right, there we go. We'll take that win. We will take that to the bank. All right. Man, after that Zori team, I'm not gonna lie, man. Woohoo! We pulled an Arnold and we stalled on this back wall for like 30 minutes, but I think that, I'm not gonna lie, I think the stall was worth it. Because I mean, obviously we cleared the walls, so that, like, you know, makes me feel good, but I think stalling let me think clearly that I think the puzzle that I was in, for those of you just joining, maybe didn't see this, the puzzle was, I thought I had Leia for offense, so I used Jedi Master Kenobi against Lord Vader without even thinking, and thinking, oh, I have Leia in the bag, and then, because I didn't have Leia, I didn't have a solid Jabba counter, and then didn't have a solid counter for either Leia, Jabba, or Rey, so I had to kind of pick and choose that, and it took me a while to figure out what I was the most comfortable with. But we got through it in the end, and that's what matters. So here, guys, so yeah, all right. I feel like I want to go here. So I can multi-shot the Leviathan, right? That's kind of like the one thing I can do here. I can multi-shot Leviathan, and that's why I kind of want to do this instead. Like, this to me is the safest multi-shot. Yeah, I think this is, to me, this is like the, so if you guys have ever watched, I shouldn't say ever, I don't know that I ever hear content creators kind of walk you guys through it this way, but one of the things I've tried to do is, in a situation where I can afford to drop a battle, I'd rather drop it and play it safe rather than do something silly. So I feel like this is the play here. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, I want to get out Sith Assassin here. Okay. There's Sith Assassin. Good job. Nice buff immunity. Go under stealth. Okay. Just do that. AoE. Do I bring out Plo first, or do I bring out the Y-Wing? I feel like I bring out Plo first. And give him taunt. Okay. Okay, there goes... Nice. There goes Bomber. All right. Give that to Anakin because we've got offense up on Marauder already. There goes our hangars, so we can't bring out the other ship, which is unfortunate. Okay, darn it. Okay, there goes that ship. Just do this, because I don't know when they're... I feel like they get that thing next turn, and I'd rather just get all the... Yep, there it is. That was good. Good move. Good move. All right. And then we're just going to have to try and kill whatever adds we can. Really wanted to just use my basic there, because this basic is killing me with the fear. Okay, just kill me. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so now against these guys, alright, I've got to think about how I want to go about this, because is there an Empire fleet that actually beats that? I guess that's my question. I should have checked that first. Hey Jivax, take care, man. It was seriously hell of a match. I think you were one hold away from like that back wall. Had I not cleared, I think this is a loss. So this was I don't know that the score will accurately represent how close this truly was, man. All right. So I think I use this here. Yeah. Okay, give me my Iden Versio out, please. I'm gonna have to waste that on you. Good dodge. Of course, Iden's like deciding that, you know, taunting's just like not cool, I guess, right? Is that like the thought process? That, you know, we don't like to taunt Iden? Can you please taunt? Sweetheart, taunt. Oh my gosh. Taunt and dodge. I just need you to do two things, sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Good lord, man. Thank you. And if you guys are wondering why I targeted that guy with the stun, he was going to take a turn and my item was almost dead. Whew. Alright. So now we go here. We bring a good fleet here. There's no need to take unnecessary risks at this point. Okay, let's go for Jedi Knight Anakin first. Ooh. Let's go! Oh my gosh, let's go. That was like literal perfect timing. Oh my gosh. I think we can just I can even just eat this AoE right here. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Give me tenacity up on the field. Give me this. I may as well. Good. Give me taunt up. Nice. Good work. Yep. Bring out the other Phoenix ship. That was not the ability I wanted to use, but that's fine. Okay, there goes that buddy down. Alright, that should give me Profundity ult. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, that is such great timing when you've all got damage immunity for that. Nice. We'll take that. Yep. And then let's go here and let's do these guys. All right, please don't be the... Okay, nice. All right, there goes that guy down, and there we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, not the greatest score in the world, but it's a winning score nonetheless. That was a very, very good Grand Arena. For those who missed the initial plays, all Wombat's fault right here. No, if I'm being perfectly honest, I still think my first battle with Starkiller would have failed here anyway. So, like, I don't know that, like, probably would have resorted to Sidious next. So, yeah, like, I don't know that one of these, I'd say one of these drops might have been avoidable. So we dropped Sidious first, then we dropped Darth Treya. No, then we dropped Starkiller, then we dropped Darth Treya. And that kind of set me off a little bit. So against Trench, we used Maul Mandos. We used our Darth Malgus here, Jedi Master Kenobi here, and then Inquisitors up here. Using Starkiller here really, really came back to bite me because this back wall here had Leia, Jabba, and Rey, and I completely forgot that I set my own Leia on defense. So using Starkiller against that Resistance team meant that I didn't have Starkiller, Seer, and Malicos for the Rey up here. So we used Bane against Rey, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Malicos against Leia, and then against Jabba, I actually used JML, and we were able to get that win with JML, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, and Jedi Knight Revan. So finally making use of not only my Relic 9, but more importantly, being able to make use of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. He did some great work there. Really, really, really pleased with that fight. But honestly, this win is completely attributable to my defense. So we got a hold with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. So Dark Trooper Moff Gideon got us a hold. Leia got us a hold. Rey got us 2 holds. And then Lord Vader also stole a battle. And then on our north wall here, we were able to get a hold out of our Jabba. And then finally on the back wall as well, even another additional hold here on the JTR BB-8 holdo. So overall, very, very pleased with the Grand Arena. A win is a win, and that puts me at 3-0 this round, which is awesome. Like, I'm gonna hit 3,700. I'm gonna hit the highest. I think this might be my PR skill rating coming up. So, yeah, it's kind of scary to think about. But yeah, I am so incredibly pleased with this. This has been a hell of a season so far in 3v3. I think next round I'm going to be probably going 0-3. But, until that point, we get there. Massive shout out to Jivax, because he was actually in stream the other night, I think against Tenacious M here. I'm trying to remember if this was I think it was Tenacious M, yeah. So just going back to even this round here, Rey and Leia both got holds, which was obviously anytime my Rey has really done well in 3v3 with her Datacron and baby Cal Kestis, and then I think even against Garidin here as well, and or maybe Garidin, I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Rey also got a hold, so she got 2 holds, yeah. So kind of noticing a pattern that Rey is causing problems for a lot of us. Not surprising. Why not a safe Chimera one-shot? That's a great question, Juan. So if you missed what I was trying to explain, I was not in a position where I needed to one-shot his fleet to win. And Chimera, Profundity, like a lot of the off-meta counters to the Leviathan are hit or miss. And by hit or miss, it's you're gonna win or you're not gonna kill a single ship. I've noticed it where I don't even get to kill Sith Assassin when Chimera or Profundity go wrong. Whereas by using Negotiator, I can nuke out Sith Assassin every single time. It does not matter. Like, Sith Assassin just gets deleted immediately. So I don't feel that same urgency that when I have the opportunity, I will always take the Negotiator battle because it's just a much safer battle. You know you're going to get some kills, and it normally just... Honestly, with the Negotiator, what it comes down to is if they get your hangers before you can get the Y-Wing out, you're basically an auto loss. But, yeah. So, it is... I feel really bad. Is there... I'm going to say it like this. Is there a channel member that really needs advice right now? Because it is 12:44. So, channel members, I'll kind of open up the floor here. I know some of you might be waiting for like a roster review or something. So, if you're a channel member, please let me know. If you need any kind of advice or have questions, I'll stay on for a little bit here. But yeah, hell of a win. Massive shout out to Jivax. That was a really, really tough defense he set. And I think my BlueStacks just crashed. Thank you, BlueStacks. You know what? Let's give a massive shout out to BlueStacks for not crashing until I was done with my Grand Arena. That is a class move right there. Absolutely a class move. Big time. Great job. Great job there. You know what? That is, you know, just unbelievable. Impeccable timing. Very much appreciate you, BlueStacks. Ali, Starkiller's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I messed up getting him just now when I'm close to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I mean, I don't hate... Starkiller still is showing his worth in, like, every game mode ever. Yeah, BlueStacks, this is for you. Oh, no worries, no worries, Juan. No worries, man. I try to make sure I keep up with, like... Sometimes I can't always chat, like, when you guys will say, like, oh, good job, or this or that. But when I see a comment like that, I'm not trying to... what's the word? Like, put you on blast. I'm trying to make sure that I answer that question so that way people understand. Because sometimes they're not always... Maybe they missed that or joined the stream late. So I definitely try to make sure that I, you know, call those out when I can. All right, Henry, what do we got going on, my friend? Ranker Proctologist Deuces. Man, what a name. What a name. Wow. Yeah. All right, so... Jeez Louise. What is this account? Why is there a... Henry, you know I'm going to ask it. Why is there an Omicron on Chief Chirpa? And not just saving it for our King Wampa down here? Like, what are we thinking? Man. Alright, so here's what this account needs to do. They've got their Coyote Mundi clones ready. Let's just stop that and go get Executor. Like, we need to stop the madness. Like, Galactic Republic is a great faction 5 years ago. Maybe I'm wrong and they're going to be needed for this Naboo raid, but I doubt it. I feel like Naboo raid's going to be very selective on who they allow in and who they don't. But I would say it's going to be a lot smarter to just try and get an Executor with the Darth Vader relic, Bosk, and Boba Fett there. I feel like that's a much better option. Geez, a 7-star negotiator at 1 point. Jeez Louise. I mean, the only other thing I could say, right? The only other thing I'll potentially say, I mean, there's no, like, it's not even like a General Skywalker build. Because General Skywalker would be on the table. But you probably need a Relic Jango with these characters to get that done. Potentially even Relic Jango with a Zeta. And then obviously you need the rest of the Separatist characters at, you know, some level of gear to go get General Skywalker. But, like, General Skywalker could be on the table because, you know, we've done all the work for the clones, Shaak Ti. Like, you're not that far. I mean, Padme, but it doesn't, like, again, a Relic Jango, Gear 12 Jango with a Zeta probably solos that event. I feel like AP Gaines did a video on that a while ago. Yeah, but Henry, I would tell your brother either think General Skywalker route and, you know, do that, or Fat Phil Farming Guide Executor type stuff. There's some decent teams here. Like, don't get me wrong. Some very decent teams. Some very, like, I'm not going to, like, I don't hate some of the decisions here. Because I think, like, your investment into C-3PO, I mean, the Ewoks is a bit excessive, if we're honest. But, like, the Shaak Ti clones is a really solid team. We just need some other ones. And, yeah, ships-wise, I mean, Negotiator is great. But then I would say that your brother needs to get Anakin up. Anakin needs to be relicked. And this ship needs to be 7-star along with a Y-Wing. Like, we can't have a Negotiator fleet without those things. So, I would 1000% be doing that. And just, yeah, try and get them on it. Try and get your brother on a farming plan. Even if it's what they want to do, that's fine. But let's just build the stuff that's going to help this account kind of continue to grow. Whether that's Executor or kind of go all in on this Galactic Republic, because we've invested a lot of gear and a lot of Zetas here. Because I think every single clone has all the Zetas that they need. And Shaak Ti has all of hers. So, like, I wouldn't hate going for General Skywalker. But if we're going to go General Skywalker, I want to see a lot of extra work done on those Galactic Republic ships and have a stupid good Negotiator fleet for a long time. So, that's the advice here. Let's just see a speed here, because, like, are we at least... I mean, it's a fast Rex, like 128 with all health mods is pretty solid. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. Like, that's pretty solid overall. Just would love to see a speed set. Like, there we go. Shaak Ti. Yeah, like, that's a speed set. Ooh. Okay, maybe not so much that one. That's a solid one. It's not got a lot of speed yet, but it's got potential. Yeah, I would just say we need to maybe work on some speed sets too. Yeah. That's a good mod. That's... like, that's fine. So, yeah, I would... Let's work on some mods there too, Henry. If you can pass that along to them, maybe they can make some stuff happen. So we got any other channel members needing advice or wisdom or anti-wisdom, whatever you want to call it? The other thing I want to say here, guys, sorry, I was sending some messages around. One thing I do want to say, I'm very happy that Capital Games has really seemed to, like I said with the Zori, where that kind of, you know, got some holds against some of my stuff that I would have preferred it not to get holds against. But one of the big things that I, like, want to give some credit to is even, like Keller and Beck. I mean, this team is absolutely insane right now in 5v5. Arnold did his whole thing of how it's beating GLs. But, like, Inquisitors handled this team, right? Like, Inquisitors handled that team. I very much appreciate when they have teams like this and they put in or allow certain counters to happen that maybe aren't the best thing in the world. I want to say the best thing, but like maybe isn't a Galactic Legend type, but still really works. Like same thing with like Darth Sidious and stuff. That like there's limits to the lengths that they'll allow certain things to be good, and I want to give them credit for that. It shows that they're thinking about more than just like. I feel that it shows they're thinking beyond, okay, how does this Datacron actually impact the game? At least that's my hope. All right, we've got Allie Gal. So, Allie, what are we thinking? What are we thinking here? I know we're getting Kylo soon, right? Allie, I'm just looking here. Alright, so you just unlocked Starkiller. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. You need to just get SLKR. Don't worry about anything else right now. Don't gear up anyone else. Just focus Supreme Leader Kylo Ren right now. Then, once we get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren done, I want you to switch gears to Starkiller because you have him, right? Like, you've got a bird in the hand, right? Let's finish Starkiller off, right? Let's get Starkiller good mods. Start working on some of those resources, and we're gonna be in good shape, right? So once we do Starkiller, once we do or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, then Starkiller. I wouldn't hate telling you to go for Rey because you're knocking on the door. We need Relic 7 Rey, Relic 7 BB-8, and Relic 7 Stick Rey. Again, knocking on that door. Might need a few Zetas, but I think you'd be pretty... I'm looking, maybe just one on Zori, but I think you're going to be pretty alright with, like, your Zeta situation. So I do think Rey would be a really good option here. Again, I'm a big believer still for a lot of players in this kind of range of where your account is. We need to take advantage of the Lightspeed bundles that we purchased. That it's not smart to ignore that you're this close to a Galactic Legend. So I think Rey would be a really good option. Then you're very close to JML, Leia type stuff. I would not hate telling you to go for Leia from the perspective that you have CLS, you have 3PO and Chewie, you have Captain Rex, Drogon was 7-star, you've got Rolo, you've got, where's Captain Han? I know I saw him. You've got Captain Han 7-star. Where's Lobot? Do we have Lobot? Yeah, Lobot is down here. I mean, he's not hard to farm. I think you're really, really close to, one, having a good Phoenix team, but kind of the second part of that is getting into Leia. Because I think Jedi Master Luke, the one thing that's holding me back from Jedi Master Luke comparative to Leia is Mon Mothma is only 2-star for you. Where, like, you have almost everybody ready for Leia, because Mon Mothma is a hard node. I would be farming Mon Mothma. I would still probably make that a priority farm. But I think we could definitely make that work, because you don't have Jedi Knight Luke yet. And that's kind of why I'm more thinking Leia. So like I wouldn't hate you going for Leia before then we switch gears to Jedi Master Luke, because you've got the pieces in place to make that happen. The only thing I'm not seeing, unless okay, we do have C-3PO. Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think maybe Leia, and then kind of switch gears and focus on getting Jedi Master Luke, and you'll have 4 galactic legends between Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Rey, Leia, JML, and we can build from there. So I know that's a lot on you all at once, but your roster shows that you're kind of ready for that based on where your relics are, where your Zetas are. Like, you're in a really good position. So yes, there's some gearing ahead of you. There's a lot of work to go into it, but I think you're going to be in a really good place. And then you said Jedi Knight Cal Kestis? Jedi Knight Cal Kestis or Jedi Knight Revan? Which, you thinking JKR? Because you do not have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis yet. You've got Baby Cal. Yeah, so are you thinking Jedi Knight Revan, Allie? Oh, that's glue. Sorry. I'm mixing up my stuff. Yeah, CLS is honestly with where, sorry, Allie, I was looking at the glues comment and not yours about the CLS Conquest. Yeah, Commander Luke is a great team to use in Conquest. But yeah, I think you're in a, like, you still got some work to do, but in a short period of time, you're going to get, in a short period of time, Allie, you're going to get a lot of stuff. So I think as long as you're saving your resources, we'll be in good shape. So that'd be my advice for you, Allie, is let's kind of get your Kylo, get Starkiller, get Rey, Leia, JML, and we're going to be rocking, we're going to be rolling. And then you could even at some point switch gears and go for Executor if you wanted. Like, sky's going to be the limit at that point. Alright, so let's go to the glue next. Got another channel member here. So, sanity check on Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren mods. Alright. Let's just check overall stats here. So, there's that. Okay. Alright, let's go here. That's good. Very good. Very good mod. If you can calibrate this, we calibrate the potency off. That's a solid mod. Not overly fast, but good offense percent. And overall, your speed's okay. So, we're fine. Another good one here. If we can calibrate this, try to calibrate the critical chance off. Kylo, even though he doesn't love protection, he doesn't need critical chance. I really like this mod. That's very solid. In this instance, I would calibrate protection off and keep tenacity. And then this is also a good mod, very good speed. Eventually you could switch it to a health cross, but I think you're in really good shape with that. It's got really nice speed on it, offense percent, so Kylo, I like his mod set. You've got good mods on him. Alright, let's go to Rey here. I'd love to see health percent up here, but I know beggars can't be choosers. I'd look for something, an offense with health percent there. This is good. If we can calibrate or slice further, would love to see more offense percent on that mod. So down here, this is the first one I'd say that we need to kind of rethink. You want offense percent. Any kind of offense mod, you always want offense percent. So if we can find a mod here with offense percent, you'll be better. this is a very solid mod. Obviously, I'd love to see more of the offense percent there, but that's still good. Got the right stats. For Rey, I don't love this mod, but I understand we get short on mods, but I'd look for offense percent there. And then this is fine. If you need the speed, you need the speed. Stats-wise, almost 200,000 health. That's pretty okay. Little bit light on the damage, but not to a point where it's like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? So I think you've got the right bases down. You seem to know what stats you want. It's just kind of finding the mods to go on her. Which I understand. And then you said Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, so... Okay, so... Yeah, I would say no to speed on Jedi Knight Cal. I'm modding mine for offense percent. The reason I'm not modding him for speed is because his base speed is so low. He's only got like 140 some odd speed. So you're not getting a lot out of a speed set. And for a character like him who's going to be attacking a lot, extra offense could really help him. So that's kind of my thought process with like Jedi Knight Cal. If you look at the way mine is, I still have a lot of speed, but obviously in a very different stage of the game than a lot of you. So I modded mine for offense with good speed secondaries, but still looked for that offense percent first. Just because I think he does attack enough that it is worth it. So if those are the three, yeah, I would say let's, Kylo's I liked. Rey could maybe use a little bit of tweaking here and there. And then obviously Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, let's get that dude modded for offense. I know that's what everybody seems they want right now. But the good news is you can take your speed mods off of him from that set and put them onto somebody else. So hopefully that, gives you a second to breathe there. Alright, so Moon Rider. I am going for Bo, then Gungans, then whatever the new GL ship is. But at what point do I go back for old teams? So Moon Rider, what I would say is it's kind of dependent on when you say go back for old teams. So, like myself, and only because like we seem to be farming similar things. We're like, I'm heading for Bo, gonna get Gungans, whatever the new stuff is. But to go back to like some of these older teams like me, I'd love to get like IG-11 and Queel. I'd say you want to go back to them when your resources make sense. And when your resources make sense would be, hey, for these two, I'm not as worried about the gear. I'm more worried about the Zetas. So, am I in a position where my Zetas are really good that I can afford to go spend my gear here? Or, in the cases of some of my Jedi, like Barriss and Jolee, even Plo Koon, do I have an excess of gear laying around? I need the Zetas and other stuff. This is a good time to do those characters. So, there's not this hard and fast rule. And even sometimes what you may be able to do is find a situation where, like a Jolee for myself, I can take him to Relics, and now I've got extra teams for offense because I've got a lot of Jedi coming up. I think particularly once I get Keller and Beck, I'm going to look at my Jedi and figure out, I'll probably take Barriss to Relics shortly after that, just so I have a few more Jedi to use with those Galactic Republic characters and Keller and Beck himself. So, I don't think there's a hard and fast rule on when you start farming old teams. It's more so finding that space in your roster when it makes sense. And a lot of that has to do with the kind of resources that you're short on. So, hopefully that helps answer your question a little bit, Moon Rider. I know it's not like I feel like that was a politician's answer where I did everything but answer your question, but it's not a, I don't know. If there's a hard and fast rule, somebody tell me, and I'd love to see it. But I think that there's just so much that goes into every single account that a lot of it just depends on what do you actually need at the current moment and what are you able to spend. So hopefully that, kind of answers your question a little bit. Tasty Teddy, Elisier, and Alex Howard. Stream went well, guys. GAC went well. We did win. My opponent struggled mightily with my defense, and I almost completely bottled it on his. So yeah, turned out pretty well. He still has some more left in the tank, but overall it was a good GAC. Oh, good. I'm glad you think that's good advice. I try to and I want to make sure I say this. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but I put my money where my mouth is. That I'm the advice I just gave him is the advice that I gave myself. Right? That it's not like I'm telling him to do something that I'm gonna go do the opposite of. I very much think that it's smarter to, have a little bit of stuff saved up in the bank for when you might need something, rather than me get to the bow, unlock, and not have enough Zetas. So that's definitely something. Alright, Wombat, let me pull up this account here, and then I'm gonna go I gotta go take a quick break real quick. Hold on, guys, give me a sec. So let me pull up this account, and then I'm gonna take a quick break here for a minute. Is Zori worth a short pause on a GL farm to Relic? Depends how close to Relic. Depends how close you are to the GL. If you're a Relic away from starting, so the way I always view a Galactic Legend farm is you want to start it as soon as possible. However, if you're a couple relics away from starting that GL farm, Glue, probably not smart. But if you are, or if you're one relic away from starting that GL farm, I would go relic that character and then work on Zori. But if you're a bunch of relics away from, if you still got a lot of time left on the Galactic Legend farm, then farming Zori makes sense. The closer you get to a GL farm, the less side projects make sense because you're like you're wasting time that you could be farming tickets. And farming tickets, getting that GL is like the most important part of it. So I've always kind of been that believer that if you're going to do side projects during a Galactic Legend farm, they need to happen sooner. Because the later it goes on, you lost a lot of that value. Alright, Wombat, how many more stupid Omicrons you gonna let me do? I would let you do 0 more stupid Omicrons. See Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Can you at least do this? Like, just help me out a little bit. Right, like, I'm not asking for the moon. I'm not asking for the moon. Just please give her the Omicron so I can stop looking at Cal Kestis and getting infuriated every single time. Like, just, like, please. Just please. I mean, she's easy to gear. She doesn't take any Kyber tech. You kind of want all 3 of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' Omicrons. Why? You know his Omicrons make his mission harder? That, like, the Braca special mission gets harder with the Omicrons? Makes the rest of TB easier, but it makes that battle harder. Which is so funny to me, but it does, because you hit underneath the probe droid's protection, and then it causes so many problems for that run. Like, if you watch my videos, it's never like the people who have those Omicron struggle. Yeah, Alex, I'm telling you, my guild, like, we've been doing so many of them, and we noticed that with the Omicron, I don't want to say it gets harder. You have to take the probe droid into account, and it makes it hairier. From what I've seen, the Omicron can make that mission a lot more difficult because of the probe droid. I mean, I don't know I have 0 territory battle Omicrons because I think that territory battle Omicrons are a massive waste. The reason I don't here's the thing. From like the Fat Phil, hey, I don't think it makes sense to put territory battle Omicrons on, especially in Rise of the Empire, because there's no benefit to, like, there's no real benefit to getting more combat missions done. So, because there's it's not like you're getting millions and millions and millions and millions of galactic power like you were in GOTB, where GOTB, if you could get everybody to complete combat missions, you needed a lot less galactic power. Like here, combat missions are worth so much less that it doesn't make sense to be investing Omicrons there. Just one man's humble opinion, right? I know I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but, you know, it does happen. So yeah, just go please do Relic Fulcrum so I can stop complaining about Cal Kestis Omicron. The other thing is the fact that Cal Kestis is Relic 7 and Seer Junda is Gear 12. Like, that's another one that drives me up the wall. And then we've got Gear 10 Kylo. 12 Ben. I mean, you're getting closer. You're getting closer to Ben. But yeah, Wombat, let's not do any more silly Omicrons. I understand that you have these guys sitting here. Ben's mods any good? This one's alright. This is really good. This one's slow, but like, this would be a great one for Fulcrum. Like, where's your Fulcrum? This is very, very good. This one's I mean, this is like, I would have sliced this one before I'd have sliced a mod that was here with only 5 speed. That's also pretty good. I like these mods. Like, I do like these mods. I feel like they've got a lot of good potential, got a lot of good stats. This one in particular, I'm like salivating at the thought of, between the defense percent, the health, and the speed. And the fact that you're going to be able to calibrate off the flat offense is even better. Yeah, I very much think Ben's mods are pretty good. Because you even have potential for some of them to be able to work on your Ray. I know your Ray has some pretty good mods, but you have that potential that some of these could move over to her and vice versa. Yeah, you've got a really solid Ray. What is the meaning of life, Tasty Teddy? Well, the meaning of life is to find purpose and better yourself and repopulate the earth with people who are more intelligent than you. As a father, I can tell you that my meaning is to make my child a better person than I was, which, I mean, we're perfectly honest, isn't really that hard. But, you know, it definitely changes your perspective on things for sure. Yeah, I definitely think that part of that a lot of people having children can definitely help you find some of that, man. You know, I know that sounds very cliche, but as a proud father, man, yeah, you know, perspective changes a lot. Yeah, anybody else have anything? Otherwise, it is almost 1:30. I'm gonna need to get to bed here in a minute. So, any other last minute channel member requests before I go fall asleep, move a toddler out of my bed? Oh, excuse me. All right, well, if that is it from everybody, I'm going to make sure there's no, like, last-minute chats that come in. Thank you guys for sticking around for Sunday night stream. Jivax, I know you headed out, but shout out, man. Great defense. Really made me think. You know, you put, like, this was a great Grand Arena that, unfortunately, you know, thanks to Wombat, all on you, Wombat, that we dropped. No, you know, this was a really great test for me to have to do some battles I wasn't overly comfortable with, which is the whole point of Grand Arena sometimes, that you got to do some things that you're not completely comfortable pulling off. But overall, defense, you know, winning me some championships here. Very pleased with the defensive performance this entire round of 3v3 Grand Arena. So, thank you guys again. I love you all. May the force be with you. If you guys want my how to pick up chicks and best pickup line from Wombat, join the Discord, which I think I need to relink that. So stay tuned. I'll make sure to post that on the channel. But I'm going to get to bed. I love you guys. May the force be with you. And I'll see you in the next one.